Hi everyone, this is Zeke. Happy Saturday. Okay, down to business. Um, my past few videos I've been talking about Yu-Gi-Oh, but there's people that have no idea what that is, or some people that do know, but aren't up to date with it. So I'm gonna start off with monster cards. There's monsters, spell, and traps. We'll go with monster cards. This is a monster card. It has a name. The stars are levels. It has an attack and defense position. This is attack, this is defense. You use its attack points when attacking, defense points when defending. Most monsters have effects, some don't. If it's an effect monster, it has a special ability. Okay, you have you can normal summon once, so that's putting it in attack mode like that, and you can set them once, so that's just putting them like that in face down defense position. You have 5 monster zones, so you can have up to 5 monsters down. You have 5 spell and trap card zones, and you can use them this face down or face up. If they're face down, they're being set. There's special summonings. Special summon, you can do as many as you want. The thing is, when you special summon, you have to meet the conditions. A condition could be you have to put a monster down when your opponent has a monster, for example. Now, there are, for a turn, really all you have to do is the draw phase and standby phase. There are draw phase, standby phase, main phase 1, battle phase is when you attack to try to do damage to your opponent. Main phase 2, you can do anything you did in the first main phase except for summoning monster if you already summoned one. Now, the end phase is the last one. All you're required is drawing and standby phase. Okay, let's see what else. When you're battling, say I have a monster with 1600 points and you have one with 1500 attack points. If I destroy it, you would take the sum out of it. So that is 100 damage to you and your monster is destroyed. If it's a defense position monster, say you have like, usually there'll be around 7 to 2000. Say I have a 1900 point one and your defense position monster is 2000 points. I take 100 points of damage. But if they were both the same, like 2000, 2000, nothing happens. Okay, spell and trap cards. When you can use a spell card during any point in your turn, except the battle phase. Trap cards, you have to set them, and then you have to use them on a later turn of usually your opponent's turn. That's why it's a trap. And usually trap cards are deadly. Let's see. Let me give you... Okay, there are a few different types of spell and trap cards. Continuous spell and trap cards have the infinity symbol. A quick play spell card has a lightning bolt symbol. You can use that like a trap card too, or anytime during your turn. An equip card gets equipped to your monster and either gives it a status effect or gives you attack or defense points, or both. Now, a counter trap card is the only card that can counter anything. Also, there are field spell cards. You can have one. I could have one on the field, and so can my opponent. Now, when I'm doing that, the entire field is affected. So, say I put a card down that weakens water attribute monsters, and gives strengthens fire monsters. But say your opponent had the same thing, but in reverse, it would both cards would take effect. Now, the two arrows where the spell and trap cards are, those are called the pendulum zone. You can put spell and trap cards there, but the pendulum zone is for pendulum monsters. Say I had one with a pendulum scale of 1 and one with a pendulum scale of 8. I can special summon as many monsters as I want that turn, or any of my turns, that are between 1 and 8. So that would be 2 and 7. There is an extra monster zone right here. There's 2. You get to pick one of them. And then the extra deck zone right underneath the field spell card zone. That's where you keep monsters that aren't part of your deck. Okay. A link monster. They have a link rating at the bottom right corner telling you their link scale. Say for example, you had the, okay, all monsters have a link point of 1. Now, say you wanted to bring out a monster with a link of 3, the condition was 2 or more dark monsters. All I'd have to do would be either get 3 dark monsters with a link of 3. Link of 3 of them, because that counts as 3 links. Or get 1 monster that's dark, that has a link rating of 2, and 1 dark monster. Now, link monsters don't have a level on them. They have, let me show you the arrows. Those arrows show you that you can put extra monsters that are special summoned there. Ordinarily, say you had a fusion monster. I'll get to that later, but then you'll only be able to play that one fusion monster. If the link monsters are used so that way you can put more monsters down from your extra deck. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk to you about pendulum monsters. They're the ones that I told you about before in the pendulum zone. When they get destroyed from the field, they go to your extra deck. Now, the only way to bring them back is to do a pendulum summoning. They go to the extra deck zone. If they get destroyed from anywhere else, like say they get destroyed from your hand to the graveyard, they go to the graveyard instead. Xyz monsters. Say you have a monster that like this one, number 39 Utopia. The conditions you have to meet is the same amount that its rank is. Instead of a level, they have a rank. So it says 2 level 4 monsters. 2 level 4 monsters, put them underneath, and then it'll be used for overlay, or what they call Xyz material. The Xyz material will be used for its effects. Now, synchro monsters. You need, for this one, Junk Warrior is level 5. You need the specific cards. Junk Warrior requires Junk Synchron and another monster. Because Junk Synchron is a tuner. You need 1 tuner and as many of the other monsters that equal the level of the synchro monster. But usually monsters don't need specific tuners, but some do require certain non-tuners. Okay, a fusion monster. This is a fusion monster. It takes the, it says specific materials you need. Like, say for example, for this card, Elemental Hero Flame Wingman, requires a Elemental Hero Avion, Elemental Hero Pristinatrix, and this spell card called Polymerization. There's other cards that are like Polymerization, but Polymerization is the most common. Okay. Finally, Rituals monsters. Ritual monsters require the Ritual monster, the Ritual spell card. I did not mention that. The Ritual spell card will say an amount to tribute for the level of monsters in your hand, or on the field, a combination, either any combination. And then you get rid of that, put it on the cards you're sacrificing in order to summon this monster. And don't forget, it counts as a special summon, so you can still use your normal summon. And that pretty much covers everything. Okay. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and leave comments. To me, it's important that you leave comments, so that way I can make videos for you guys for next time. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.